My fellow Whovians and I were all kind of left a little bit perplexed at the regeneration of Shuti Gatwa's doctor at the end of this last season, and it seems like it's gotten more confusing since then. But this is kind of where the confusion started.
I'm never alone with you. Joy to the world! And that is exactly the word. This has been an absolute joy.
And that really threw us all for a loop because normally the doctor regenerates into their next incarnation. They don't regenerate into a former companion, i.e., Rose Tyler there. So we didn't really know what was going on. Was Rose going to be the next doctor? And even though all of us knew there was sort of this debate whether the BBC and Disney was going to continue their partnership for another season. And then we learned after the fact that Disney was not going to be involved anymore, and there was rumors that the BBC and Netflix were going to join forces. But this whole time we were led to believe that they didn't know what direction the doctor was going to go in, but the doctor was going to continue because Russell Davies had made a statement that he had already written a Christmas episode that was supposed to air this Christmas in 2026. But we just learned this week that the BBC has put Doctor Who on hiatus and that there will not be a Christmas special this year, and that Russell Davies is no longer the showrunner. They are parting ways again, but they didn't say that they're 100% canceling Doctor Who. They're just saying they're putting it on the shelf until they figure out what the next move is. And then just recently, Russell Davies finally spoke up and shared his thoughts on an Instagram post, and I'll enlarge it so you can read it a little bit. You don't really need to see me, but he says, "And so goodbye from me to Doctor Who, but hello to a big new future for the show," as the BBC announces it's putting the show out to tender, which means it's taken a break. He goes on to say that he never did write a script for a Christmas episode. That was kind of a ruse because they weren't entirely sure what was going to happen with the show. So it again has all of us Whovians sort of in a buzz. There's some people that are like, good, it hasn't been good since Matt Smith or Peter Capaldi. And Those people are morons because they don't understand that shows evolve. But do I hope it's over? No, I don't. It's one of my favorite shows of all time, and I don't want it to end like it ended there. If it's going to end, I would like it, for good or bad, to have some kind of closure to it without having that regeneration be the final thing that we see. So, unfortunately, Whovians, it looks like we are going to be waiting for a while for new Doctor Who. Who's going to be the showrunner? Who's going to be the next Doctor? Nobody knows quite yet. But as the poster behind me says, we're all stories in the end. Just make it a good one, eh?